Everyone enjoys getting out on the town for some live music. And there's nothing like going backstage and down the hall for a VIP pass to the inside information and interviews with the bands, singers, and songwriters that you enjoy. Welcome to Hall Around Town Radio's Backstage Hall Pass, a showcase of homegrown talent, mixing independent music with personal interviews and a behind-the-scenes look at our music community. Backstage Hall Pass is your front row center seat to some great conversation with the area's most talented artists. Whether you like rock, blues, folk, country, or R&B, Backstage Hall Pass delivers you a daily dose of the stories behind the music. And now, here's the host of our show, Scott Hall.
Howdy, everybody. Good afternoon. Welcome to Hall Around Town Radio, your number one source for live local music, news, bands, venues, and more. Today, we're doing more. It's Top 5 Tuesday. What singer's got the sexiest voice of all time? That's what we're asking today in Top 5 Tuesday. So throw it at me. Throw it at me out there. I'd appreciate it if you would. Absolutely. What's happening, people? Hi, Kara. Thanks for checking in. Hi, Marie. Peggy James in the house. How you doing, Peggy? Good to see you as well. Rolling something up here on the old computer. See what we can do. What is happening? Hopefully you're all having a great day. We're having a good day here in the studio, getting ready to do some trivia tonight. Doing all that happy stuff. But man, is my computer acting funky. Funky. There we go. Now we're in business. All right. We can chat now. So let's see who I've got on the show today, first of all. And what a weekend we had again. If you missed yesterday's show, we did a recap of the weekend. Huge weekend, including that awesome Autism Rocks event. Preliminary totals in the mid 60s on the thousands of dollars raised on Sunday. It could go higher than that. Announcement will be made tomorrow, and we'll pass that on to you when they get the totals out there. And what do we got today? Let's see if I can get over here to the right screen. Hi, Julie. Thank you for being here. Like I said, hey, Peggy James, thank you for dropping by today. Dave Worthington, what words of wisdom do you have to share today? Okay. Put the hall in a hallmark moment. Gosh, I'm going to have you write slogans for me, Dave. Cheesy slogans by Dave. It's a new business you could get into. Hi, Glenn, checking in on YouTube. My one YouTube follower. It's great to have you here. Hi, Carrie. Thanks for being here. Great pictures you sent, by the way. I'm waiting to see if you post all those. And if you do, I'm going to share them from your page. But if not, I'll share some of them. Just let me know. We're trying to get back. There we go. Maybe we're back. Let's see what's happening here. If it's going to work today or not. Good gracious. I hope you can hear me. Can you all hear me? Now we see him. Now we don't. Can you hear me? That's the question. If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up or something. Because yeah. I hope like hell they finish this internet project in my neighborhood. All right. We're praying that they finish this internet project in the hood. All right. Thank you, Jamie Combs. Yeah, because about this time of day, they get real sloppy and start cutting internet out. And, it's all about the Wi-Fi. It is. And I did a remote the other day, and I don't have my little hockey puck in here to turn on in case the Wi-Fi drops. So if it drops, see you all next time. That's how it's going to work. What do we got in the house here? Glenn says it's good. Thanks for the thumbs up. John Brait in the house. How you doing, Johnny? Oh, yes. Thank you. Jamie Combs doing his residency tonight down at the Bell. If you want to stop in at the Bell and the Bear, see Jamie Combs, you'll be rocked out. Always good stuff when you go see Mr. Jamie Combs play. Hi, Gary. Good to hang with you this weekend. Thank you for being there. Hi, Rachel in the house. All right, let's get started today, guys. It's time. I've got a busy schedule. We've got to get it cranked out. So let's see today your number one sexiest voice in music. Throw them out there. Number one sexiest voice in music. Matthew Allen in the house. How you doing, man? Good to have you with us. Yes. Chris Reese, Crease from the DAT Band is here. DAT Band. Oh, you're most welcome, Jamie. I just wish I didn't work every Tuesday. I'd be there on a Tuesday and hear you play. I love to hear you play, man. And guys, if you haven't seen Jamie Combs play, I highly recommend it. Hopefully you had a great show over the weekend, Jamie. I know you were traveling, I think, for your big Pink Floyd tribute show, which is awesome. Awesome. Chris Green, how are you? It was good to see you Sunday as well. What a great day Sunday was, wasn't it? All right. Chris Reese throwing in his vote for Prince. Show over. Have a good day. Chris Reese, you know, you're a funny man. You really are. But yeah, a lot to be said for that. Looking for the most sexy voice in music today. That's what we're looking for. And that is the question of the day.
Great question, Scott.
Thank you, Dan. Appreciate that. Dan always jumps in on that one. Kara's going to say Prince and Rod Stewart. All right, I'll take that. Keep them coming, people. We want to know. Oh, Dave Worthington hitting the bluegrass circuit with Alison Krauss. No more discussion, he says. Okay. Hey, Quentin Fife, how are you? Good to see you. Hope you enjoyed your birthday. Yes. Wow, Gary going to throw Donna Summer in there, the disco era. That's going way back, but yeah, she had a great voice. Sexy voice, she did. She did Love to Love You, Baby. That was very, very controversial. Yes, she sounded like she was having a good time on that song. And the women may say Barry White. Barry White's, he had a sexy voice. He did. And this could be past or present, man. Joyce going deep there. Lana Del Rey, really? Deep. Louis Armstrong, Christopher Kitchell throwing in. Chrissy Hynde. Wow, now that's one I didn't think of. That's interesting. So Chris Casey thinks Chrissy Hynde has a sexy voice. That's interesting. She never even came into my mind when I was looking at this list. But I'll take it. I'll take any votes. And Kara's saying Alison Krauss as well. All right. Peggy James says Elvis. Ooh, all right. Now we're getting the votes for the king, Elvis. And Kara says Bonnie Raitt and Ann Wilson as well. Ann Wilson. It's hard to have a show where you talk about the sexiest voice, because I will tell you that in my world, the sexiest voice and the best voice is not always the same. I'm just going to throw that out there. Scotty Long in the house. How you doing? Yes, Dave Worthington throwing Barry White. He could charm the pants right off him. Yes, he could. Luther. Oh, there's one. Luther. Josh Turner for the country folks. Christina Aguilera getting a vote. Wow. You know, I saw another list somebody did a while back online about sexy voices, and however you say her name, Sade. She was a smooth operator. She was. Good stuff. Susan Tedeschi. There you go. That's one I didn't expect to see. Gary's throwing Smokey Robinson in there. Nina Simone getting a vote. Chris Reese. He agrees with you. Joyce. Rod Stewart doesn't. Do you think Rod Stewart's voice was sexy, or it was just his whole persona? That's interesting, Kara, because I never would think his voice, Gravel Rod, would be sexy, but he wanted to know if you thought he was sexy. He did. Lou Rawls. I love Lou Rawls. Jill Drew. I'll agree with that. Celine Dion. Mine's going to be an interesting list today. My 5. Some of you will like me. Some of you will tell me I'm crazy. but that's what we like. All right. Somebody else checking in on YouTube there. All right. Yes. All right. As we check it here, I do want to mention a couple things, though. I just want to let you know that, again, if you just joined the show, on Wednesday, tomorrow, they're going to be announcing the total of Autism Rocks as soon as they get all the checks in from the remote locations and things. And that'll be added to the totals. And hopefully they're going to push it over $70,000 for one day for Autism Rocks. Ken Anderson Alliance putting on a great event. Thanks to Dave Kale for involving us in that, and Pam and all the folks from Autism Rocks. The Bell and the Bear for doing a great raffle, making $6,000. That was really cool. Julie's seconding Lou Rawls. Oh, Cher. There's one I didn't think of either. I got to agree with Scotty on Amy Lee. Definitely a powerhouse, sexy voice. Stevie Nicks is in his top 3. Okay. Christina Aguilera. Christina's got the pipes. She does. And she looks sexy too. At one point. In a Mickey Mouse Club kind of way. I don't know. Yeah, it's hard to say that about her when she was a Mickey Mouse Club member, but she sure grew out of that, didn't she? Yes, she did. Yes, Charmin, that is awesome. I am so happy for them and so happy for the day. That was an awesome day there at Lori's Roadhouse and the other remote locations at the Monkey Bar and Little River Bar and Grill and several other watch parties that went on that raised some significant funds. Kid Rock. Kara. I have to do this on Kid Rock. Sorry. I know. Don't be a hater. But no. I you may think Kid Rock's sexy. But yeah. He's good, but in a Skinnerd kind of ripoff way. I just not into his voice as being sexy. That's just my opinion only. You're allowed to have your opinion, and I'm allowed to buzz it. I am, because I got the buzzer right there. Oh, Amy Lee getting some votes. Janis Joplin. Oh, that's interesting. Chris, I'd like you to elaborate on that if you would. Tell me a little bit of why. But let me roll through some of my lists. No one said Freddie Mercury yet. I'm surprised. Freddie comes up in all these lists when we do them. And it's hard to separate the voice from the sexiness on stage. So, we're looking at sexiest voices today in music, not just best voices, but sexiest voices. We did the best vocals, and Freddie topped my list, but he's not going to top my list as a sexy voice today. He is not. What's Chris Reese throwing in there? He always brings something obscure to the table. Absolutely, he does. Well, Chris Reese, you could sing as the phone book too. You do a pretty good job on that stage. You do, my friend. George Strait getting some country votes today. Hello, Mrs. Hall Around Town. How are you? And Jamie says, holy crap, that buzzer was loud in her ear. Well, sorry. Let me turn the buzzer down a little there, Jamie. Put it up to your ear again. There you go. All right. And let's see. We're talking about the sexiest voice in music today, or past or present. Not the sexiest performer, not the best looking, just the sexiest voice. And gosh, Scotty's going new school. He's got Selena Gomez in there. Sierra, Demi Lovato. Yeah, I'll agree with all those. I'm going old school with Gary with Teddy Pendergrass and Luther Vandross. So, yes, sir. Harry Styles, Joyce O'Neill, throw it in there. Some people would say, Jeff Morris, that Steven Tyler has a sexy voice. I don't know. If you like the raspy stuff and the squeaking, yeah, I guess so. Kind of like Janis Joplin. Yeah. And, all those raspy voices seem to pull us in. I was at the Cincinnati Blues Experience a couple weeks ago, and Eliza Neal and the Narcotics played, and Eliza Neal looks like Lady Gaga and sings like a cross between I don't know, Melissa Etheridge and a whole lot of other people that you've heard. That her voice was fantastic, but it was that raspy, bluesy voice that sucked you right in too. It was kind of cool. Marvin Gaye getting a vote. Marvin Gaye made number 6 on my list today. Mike Sievers, number 6. Oh, getting a Bruno Mars vote. Kara's on a roll today. Chris Reese says Demi. Demi Lovato can sing. She can. And she's overcome some obstacles in her life and things, some self-induced obstacles, but hats off to anybody that ever can come out of dark places and recover and do great things. Maybe we should have done a different question today. I mean, these are all great. Don't get me wrong. Maybe I should have done what's the most screwed up thing you ever did as a kid at a sleepover. That has nothing to do with music, but it could have been a great question. Yes. Frank Sinatra getting a vote from Chris Green. Thank you for that, Chris. I'll throw some of these up on the screen. Michael Bublé. Ooh, Glenn. Going lounge singer on me. Put on your smoking jacket and join Michael Bublé. Yes. What do we got? Shania Twain. Yeah, but see, we all get clouded by the looks and the sexiness of the performer when we talk about sexy voices. You know, I want to know somebody that you think had the voice that should never have been on stage too. You know, you shouldn't see them. The voice doesn't match the person. We've all seen people sing like that where you're like, wow, that's a killer voice and great job, but they probably shouldn't be on stage. I was joking with the boys from H&R Rock about that the other night. You know, when Michael Rotundo and they're in there and Dwayne, the lead singer, they're like my grandpa singing Skid Row, but it's all right. Still good stuff. Stevie Nicks getting a vote. Brenda Carlisle. Carrie Underwood there. See, you're clouded by looks, Scotty Long. Jody Messina. Carrie Underwood does have a fantastic voice. Amy Lee getting more votes. What's Jamie got to say? Drawing a blank, just here for the entertainment. Thank you for being here for the entertainment. So we're only going to do this a couple more minutes. So get them in if you want to get one in on the tote board here. And then I'll talk about a few folks that I have on my list. Give you my top 5 today. Johnny Cash. Wow. Can I get a vote for Johnny Cash? Anybody else want to vote besides Kara? Jamie Minnick says Ann Coleman. I would agree with that. Ann Coleman, Melissa Singer-Reed, sexy voices. Kara, you are all over the place. Man, your music library must be a million songs. She's now doing Post Malone. She went from Johnny Cash to Post Malone. All in the same minute. John Brait says Meatloaf. Rest in peace, Meatloaf. But yeah. And Dave Worthington, you're right. I always say I have a face for radio. And that's what happens. Yes. Kara's throwing the Post Malone. Has a sexy voice, but he looks awful. Yeah, let's all get a Sharpie and write things all over ourselves. His are tattoos, but, you know, I'm not about to do that. Lita Ford, there you go. Yeah, gravelly but sexy. Sexy voice. Yes. Joyce is saying Gary Yuck. Throwing a yuck to Gary. What did Gary say back there? I got to back up and say, oh, Amy Lee. Huh. Interesting. Seal, KC, and JoJo. Brian McKnight, Luther Vandross. Genuine. Oh, yeah, we could get a little sexy with that one. Robert Plant has not made it yet. I'm surprised. And, you know, there in the 80s, Tina Turner had that sultry, sexy voice thing going. She did. A little different than her Proud Mary days and all that. Scotty Long hitting one and might be in my top 5. Chris Cornell. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Any others? Get them in quick. I'm going to roll through some deep in the list. Some people said that wrote into the show today said George Michael. Interesting. And Vince Neil. Oh my gosh. Yes. Somebody throw something at Dave Worthington for the Vince Neil comment today on Top 5 Tuesday. Come on, you guys got to have one out there. Throw us a bone here. Tell us if you have somebody. Oh, we're throwing a little Pop Evil action in. Jamie, you're all over the place too. You really are. I like your guys' music diversity. It's pretty cool. That's why I like Jamie Combs too. If you go see Jamie Combs' show, if he's still on here, I'll give him props for that too. Pure musical diversity. Plays everything. And then you come to the Bell on Thursday and he attempts to play everything that gets thrown at him and usually does it pretty well. And some of them are really obscure at times. Yeah. Robbie Williams is getting some votes. Stevie Nicks. Patty Smythe from Scandal got a vote. Smith, I think, from Scandal is the way it's pronounced. Yes. No votes for Yoko Ono yet? Come on, people. Sade is getting a lot of votes. Didn't make my top 5, but did make my list. Yes. David Coverdale got a vote. Wow. Dave Worthington said he had a sexy voice equals him. He has 2 kids that worked at least twice. Yeah. How did you do that? Don't tell us. We don't want to know. All right. Dewey. Throwing Gavin Rosdale in there. All right. We'll take it. Joe Elliott getting one from Sharman. All right. What's Jill got to say here? Lane Staley of Alice in Chains. Oh, wow. You guys are all over the sexy place. You've got a skewed sense of sexiness out there, people. But it's okay. How about Peter Steele? Fiona Apple could get thrown into that. Somebody actually voted for Anthony from Red Hot Chili Peppers. Yeah. Interesting. Chrissy Hine getting votes. Jeez, man. They're all coming in. Some coming in off the old Twitter page here. Yes. Tweets. Wow. Terry Nunn. Take My Breath Away. Yeah. Belinda Carlisle. Whitney Houston getting a bunch of votes as well. Yes. Liz would not tell you that I had a sexy voice. No. She would not. Yes. Really, Gary? REO Speedwagons? Mr. Cronin? Kevin Cronin? Wow. Hi, Jim Kilroy. Thanks for being here. All right, guys, let's get down the list. Some people wrote in about Lenny Kravitz, Erykah Badu, Sylvia got some votes. Marvin Gaye in there. Al Green. Nobody said Al Green, and he got several votes. Rod the Bod Stewart. He's high on the list. Elvis Ann Wilson. Another vote for her. Jason Isbell. Interesting. Freddie Mercury. Billie Holiday got mentioned several times too. Flash G throwing the Shaka Khan out there. All right, Flash G, Shaka Khan or Donna Summer? Which one would you pick as sexier voice? I'm putting Flash on the spot. Flash G and Top Secret, guys. Dayton's best kept secret. Great band. Nora Jones getting a hit. All right, thank you. Chris Reese throwing that in there. Chris Reese has an extremely diverse music catalog as well. He really does. So Shaka Khan's getting the vote from Kara. But Flash G, I want to know which one, Shaka Khan or Donna Summer. Type it in the comments, man. Throw it in there. Sade getting a lot of votes. Chris Isaac got a couple votes as well on our list. And then one that cracks me up that everybody used to, if you're an 80s kid, you loved Susanna Hoffs. Yeah, she walked like an Egyptian. She did. Tina Turner getting it. Okay. Oh, Gary says buzz on Shaka Khan. Wow. Flash G telling me I got him on that one. He'll have to say Donna Summer. Yay. I'll take that. I'll take Donna Summer over Shaka Khan. Now, I like them both. I've seen Shaka Khan sing. I've seen Donna Summer sing live, and they were both good. And Kara says, What'd she say? The girl in Top Secret who covers the Tina Marie has a sexy voice. Oh, yeah. Love her girl. But Flash does love Shaka. Donna Summer getting a vote from Julie. David Strawn down in Fort Myers, Florida. How you doing down there in Fort Myers, my friend? Hopefully it's warm today. It's warm up here, but it's going to get cold again, as always, in Ohio. Glenn throwing Crystal Gale out there. Don't it make my brown eyes blue? I got to agree with that one, too. All right, people, I got to get out of here. I've got trivia to do and all kinds of stuff tonight, and trivia tomorrow also. We're doing Name That Tune back to back at Mr. Burroughs Tavern. Tonight, Q&A trivia, and then back to back tomorrow night with Name That Tune trivia. If you want to get out for that, it's going to be a blast. Could do some 80s, 90s, and 2000s songs for you tomorrow night. So a well-rounded evening of Name That Tune trivia. Nobody yet today said Toni Braxton. Now, I think she had a sexy voice. I do. You know? And Charmin throwing in a good one there. Sebastian Bach, back in his day. His voice is not sexy today, however. Yes, David says it's 84 degrees in Fort Myers. You hear that, Charmin? I'm moving out. Yes. How do we do that? Kara. What's she saying again? Yeah, I can't read that from here. I'm going to have to look at that. All right, let me give you my list, guys, and we'll get to moving on here. And tell me what you think of the list. I'd love to hear it. Steve Perry got a vote. There we go. Nobody mentioned him yet that I could see. So that's pretty cool. There is so much to discuss on this topic, but sexiest voice out there. We'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it. And Natalie Cole came up just for a minute. Yes. Toni Braxton, sexy voice and just sexy period, Flash says. Yeah, we're putting looks aside today, Flash. We are. You're going to go to church on Sunday for that comment, I hope. All right. No, I'm just kidding, my friend, but love you, Flash. Let me get started with my top 5 today. Coming in at number 5 on my list. Here we go. Before I do that, I got to show you Chris Reese's comment. Toni Braxton and Shakira could duet anything to me. Chris Reese, what gutter are you laying in today, my friend? All right, number 5 on my list, Chris Cornell. You're probably gonna tell me I'm crazy, but the women loved his voice. He had that strong, raspy, I don't know, draw you in type voice. I'm just gonna say Chris Cornell makes my list at number 5 today. Coming in at number 4 on the list, the one, the only, what I try to sound like when I have a cold, Barry White. Barry White taking the number 4 spot today. Number 3 for me, and nobody said it, so I'm going to get some hate mail for this one. Nobody said it, but I'll throw it out there at you because I think it's true. Philip Bailey, Earth, Wind, and Fire. Come on, man. You know, Reasons, That's the Way of the World. Come on, Flash, you got to agree with me on this one. Philip Bailey. You know, all those songs were sexy, and his voice was sexy. Thank you, David Strawn. I got a vote today for the sexiest voice. Kara says she agrees with Earth, Wind, and Fire, Philip Bailey. Yeah, so good. All right, number 2 on my list. No, Chris Reese says Philip works. Thank you. I like your endorsement, Chris Reese. Number 2. No longer with us, but from NXS, Michael Hutchence. Just smooth with a V, baby. Yes, so you may not agree with that one. A lot of people won't, but it's my list. So I'm throwing my list at you now. Michael Hutchence, NXS, at number 2. Nobody said that earlier either. So I've had 2 obscure ones on the list. Oh, Steve from Mad Hatter. Man, I got to get out and see you guys again. I've missed your last 2 reunion shows here, and I'm sad about it. Steve in the house. Sam Cook. How about it? All right. Who's ready for my number 1? Let's see if you will agree. Are you ready?
And the winner is...
It's like a margarine commercial. I'm going to give the sexiest voice on my list to Prince. Yes. The purple one. I'm just going to throw it out there. Women loved him. Men loved him. Everybody loved him. Prince taking the number 1 spot. Now, I could have put a lot of people in there. We could have thrown Marvin Gaye in that top 5, Al Green in that top 5, Sade in the top 5, Freddie Mercury, and Kara says absolutely number 1. If I would have gone country, Alison Krauss would have been in there. Dave Worthington. Yeah, if I'd have pulled the country card today, absolutely. My list is just wrong. Thank you for that. I appreciate you very much. Hold your ears, people. There you go, Dave Worthington. That's what I think about you. And Dewey demands a recount. Ann Coleman should be number 1. Here's Chelsea Calloway. How you doing? Good to have you with us today. Oh, John Brake coming in late with Linda Ronstadt. There we go. And Flash going to be doing some Prince, he says. Saturday night at W.O. Wright's if you want to see Flash and Top Secret. They'll be on my list this week on Thursdays. Who's playing out? So join us for that. Guys, we got a cutout. We do. And Chris Reese says could have ended the show 20 minutes ago because Chris Reese gave the number 1. He did. He's always stealing my thunder. He is. Thanks for being here, guys. Hope you had a great day with us. We're back tomorrow with Wednesday with the band. Watch for it to pop up on your screen. Thursday, Who's Playing Out? Brought to you by Froggies in Monroe, where we feature the best musicians in the tri-state, where they're playing for the week. We'll give you that Autism Rocks total. Check out our pictures on our page, if you will. And we'll be sharing Ed Sawicki's pictures. We'll be sharing Carrie's pictures and some others from the Autism Rocks event over the weekend. If you want to see some wonderful photos, check theirs out because mine aren't. But we did capture some fun stuff. We did. Thanks so much for being here. We'll see you next time. Have a great night, everybody. Get out and support live local music and the venues that bring it to you all around town radio. We're out of here. Bye-bye.